There are significant technology drivers in force right now, and they're changing the way businesses are running. They're changing the way businesses talk to their customers. It's changing the way businesses provide goods and services to their customer, and it's changing the way people talk to each other, how we communicate with one another. Obviously, as always is the case, new technology is first accepted by younger generations and pushed through into the things that affect us socially and from a business point of view. We've seen enormous impact of social networks with respect to geographic issues that have happened over the last 6 to 9 months around the world, where in the past the difficulty of communicating and organizing, now those barriers have been taken down. They're changing governments, they're changing leaderships. I think that'll continue. There's the front end of a perfect storm with respect to technology development right now. When you look at 4G broadband networks, when you look at social media, when you look at thousands of apps that are able to be downloaded on very inexpensive handheld devices, the things you put in your pocket and pocketbook. And then with the location capability of these devices as well too. Those 5 technologies taken together are changing the way the world communicates, changing the way businesses work with their customers, and it'll be a significant driving force going forward. The change that's occurring now needs to, more than ever, have a cooperation between government and business, because clearly the motivation to push in new directions, to make decisions and guidelines across country boundaries, governments have to be involved in that. Governments should be involved, I think, in initial investments to incorporate new technologies into things we do. Ultimately, though, the real change that takes place, whether it be from an employment point of view, from an economic growth point of view, comes from free enterprise. And it comes from free enterprise around the world. And so I think the relationship and the partnership that exists between government and free enterprise is an essential part of us going forward in an orderly kind of way, and to be able to compete in world marketplaces. So I think by and large the new world marketplaces are bringing into the marketplace new governments, new societies that are very competitive in the things they do, and it's helping to push forward the world economy. However, at the same time, I do see governments that have an intent to have a corrupt support behind what they do. We as business people, I think, need to take a position against that. I, for one, do not want to enter those markets. I think business folks need to make those types of decisions. Are government sanctions necessary? Yes, I think they are. I think we as business people can have a stronger impact by not even allowing our products to be sold into those marketplaces. And I, for one, and our company, for one, are going to take a very strong position against that. I think the challenge of governments, challenges of business, is change. And it has always been the case that things do change and things must change, but never in my experience, since I joined business, now many decades ago, have the circumstances that allow that change to happen so rapidly been present. So it's not just about change today, it's about how quickly you change. What is the speed of change? And companies and organizations that survive change, but they change rapidly, and they are able to adapt their cultures to encapsulate that change in how it's brought forward and how it's utilized. So change is going to be a constant, but the technologies that exist today permit that change to occur not in years as it may have in the past, not in quarters, but frankly months, weeks, and in some cases hours, and the technology is making that change possible.